Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Beta Breakdown, and in this episode, we are looking at a long awaited event with heroes that make the brand new heroes from Season 5 look like they're way back from Season 2, and that is the Sanctuary of Gargoyles. Before we get to this video, if you haven't checked out Gemstone Legends yet, come check it out. There are no joke thousands of players from Empires and Puzzles that have come over already, and for good reason. Simply put, it's a really fun game with some big advantages over Empires and Puzzles. We both know that the players that join these games earliest are some of the most dominant players. And this game is starting to really take off, so the longer you wait, the more you miss out on. Not only can you support the channel by using the download link in the description of this video, or by scanning the QR code on your screen, but doing so will also give you a free $50 starter bonus with an epic hero, gems, and gold coins, all for free, just by using the link or QR code provided. And then when you start, you'll gain access to beginner events exclusively for players who use the link or QR code provided that will give you another strong epic hero, a set of 5-star legendary equipment, and a platinum scroll for another guaranteed epic or legendary hero. Lastly, I have created a bunch of videos in a Gemstone Legends playlist on my YouTube channel to make learning this game as easy and fun as possible. So hit that download link in the description and get started with one of the most fun and deep Match 3 RPGs. There's a great community in Gemstone Legends. It has some huge advantages over Empires and Puzzles, and overall, I think you guys are really going to like it. Okay, so a while back on Black Friday, I guess it was, they had a special portal featuring 2 heroes, very clearly made out of stone, that were dubbed the Gargoyle heroes. One of which, quite desirable, a yellow ranger that hits all, does extra damage to minions. And they had this passive called Gargoyle Stone Skin that means the next hit this hero takes after firing their special skill gets reduced to 1, whether it's an off-colored tile or a special skill or whatever it is. So now we are seeing the rest of this event fleshed out, and the event will be coming, I'm guessing, in May. That's kind of the quick cycle they've been doing with their beta stuff lately. So let's look at the event itself real quick, and then we'll get into the heroes. There are some 4-star heroes also, maybe some 3 stars, I can't remember, which is nice to see. It's kind of the bare minimum, but sometimes them doing the actual bare minimum is still a welcomed outcome. Okay, so looking at the event, as we've seen before, and as they say, as with the League of Villains heroes, the Gargoyle heroes have a bonus when they are used in the Sanctuary of Gargoyles challenge event. Specifically, heroes of the Gargoyle family bypass the elemental barriers, which is pretty nice, have increased attack, defense, and health at a level of plus 20%. Bonus applies to Gargoyle. The bonus only applies to Gargoyle family heroes in the Sanctuary of Gargoyles event, so they want you to use these heroes for every event, which no one who really competes actually does, but I guess maybe some players do just to get that bonus. And yeah, not limited to unique heroes. So special gameplay, I've not looked at this yet, so this will be new to me. There is a special event effect. In the event, the gargoyle enemies harden their skin, so the enemies. The stone skin of the enemies grows every time you use a special skill or battle item. Ugh, it sounds like an even worse version of Starfall Circus. No. The Slayers of Fell Shadows, where their rage builds up. Damage. The damage received is reduced. The harder the stone skin is, the less damage they receive. Ugh. I don't like these effects. It's like the events are already such a chore that making them harder, I don't know who that is catering to. At the beginning of the turn, when enemies reach max stone skin, all enemies receive stone skin buff. All enemies receive plus 5% health All status ailments are cleansed. Oh, this sounds horrible. Stone Skin will be reduced if you don't use any battle items or special skills during your turn. So I think they're trying to slow them down a little bit, but this just makes them really irritating, and I usually just ignore this and just spam my way through because I don't have the patience to try with these events, because I know that unless you're proceeding with the events at the kind of absurd scale that the top finishers are, there's no point. Okay, summoning odds 1%, legendary event heroes. Trainer heroes are here. The odds are different. There's still no change to the event hero odds. Okay. The 11% odds needed come from rare, classic, and epic. So people have complained about this in the past. They're like, oh, don't put trainer heroes in there. I have no clue why people are opposed to that, because instead of getting season 1 3 stars and 4 stars, you get trainer hero 3 stars and 4 stars, which are far more valuable in terms of XP and leveling up, and most people are just going to feed away those season 1 3 and 4 star heroes anyways, so they're actually, it's a benefit. You're getting more XP from those summons. Okay, so that's the event. Looks stupid. That's what I think, at least. It's so funny slash extremely lazy how they've not updated this coin yet. So we can still see the Pirates event, Wonderland, Grim Forest, Teltalk, and Avalon on here. None of those events are actually in the new event cycle. Those have all moved away, but they can't do a, basic graphic design. I guess they don't know what all the events are going to be yet, but just classic lazy move. Okay, also has suspicious chests. Alright, let's not look at all this stuff. This is not what anyone wants to read about, and I clicked the wrong thing. So let's look at the heroes. Alright, so we have 5 5-star heroes and 2 4 stars and 2 3 stars. So we're going to try to get through all these a little bit quicker than normal. This is going to be a longer video. I'll try to remember to put chapter markers in here so you can click to the sections that are relevant to your interests. Interesting. We should look at this. So disclaimer, please note that Gaillard and Penalite will be getting skincare treatment soon. Addition of a family bonus refreshes to their stats and passives. They're buffing them. Oh my god. So what is the family bonus? Heroes become stronger. Okay, so 1, 2, or 3 heroes. It's not even a percent chance. Immune to poison, immune to poison. Oh my god. Okay, so if you have one of these heroes, they're just immune to poison all the time. 2 of them, they're immune to poison and burn damage. 3 of them, they're immune to poison, burn, and water damage. That's pretty good. There's a lot of damage that you can take from those ailments, and a lot of teams that make use of them. So being able to just bypass that is pretty damn strong, especially because most of the family bonuses are percentage based, and this is just absolute. I don't know what they mean by skincare treatment. I think the passive is just Gargoyle Stone Skin. Alright, so let's start off here. A few of these are crazy strong. And yeah, just with what we've seen of the Season 5 heroes that were just released, these are so much better in my mind. Alright, El Duke. Attack 817, defense 766, HP 1437. A very fast speed red monk. Gargoyle Stone Skin. Every time this hero casts a special skill, their Stone Skin hardens. Next one time they receive damage, it's dropped to 1. So one of these heroes, that is the next 4 times they receive damage, it is dropped to 1 on an absolutely overpowered hero. So stay tuned for that. I'm expecting some nerfs. In the past, I would have said definitely these will get nerfed because they had some sense of balance. The power creep has turned into a runaway train, and maybe they won't. It seems unreasonable that they wouldn't, but we'll see. Deals 295% damage to the target and minor to nearby. So pretty weak damage. That's like, let's see, a little bit less than kill hair to 1. So maybe like 500-ish or a little bit under. Minor to nearby means half of that percentage. And the lower you go with the percentage, the more impact defense has. So the damage, if you cut the percent in half, the damage drops by more than 50%. Because of the damage calculation. Stacks, we have more stacks. Targeted nearby enemies get minus 8% defense. So having decreased defense stacks is pretty awesome because that's there for the entire battle. So I think this will be a hero that we'll see on defense probably. It's hard to imagine uprooting Octros from his top meta defense position right now because his damage is so good. And the damage being good is probably more valuable than this defense down stack, but as you start stacking these stacks, the effect becomes quite significant. Oh boy, what is this? Hohenwerf? Really weird name. Attack 791, defense 786, HP 1456. A fast speed red barbarian. So this one drops receive damage 2 times down to 1. Cannot be dispelled. Deals 450% damage to the target. Summons a Gargoyle Fiend for the target. Damages with 20% attack. So decent snipe damage. Pretty low Fiend damage. Absorbs 30% healing. Gargoyle Fiend forces its owner to cast Mindless Attack on a random ally when mana is full for as long as the owner has Gargoyle Fiends. That is very strong. That is super strong, actually. Because if you... wow. It's so overpowered at fast speed. Yes, it's only to 1, but think about that. In Bloody Battle, once you get hit with this, boom. You're done. Unless you have Gazelle and she doesn't get hit. Because this is only cleared by healing. Wow. That is incredibly good. Okay. Damn. Arco. Attack 762, defense 815, HP 1474. Average speed, green wizard. 3 times. Receive damage is dropped to 1. Not dispellable. Replaces all fiends on all allies with gargoyle minions. Summons a gargoyle minion for each ally with 30% health. So does that mean you're getting 2 of them? Replaces all fiends with minions. Well, if you have 1 minion on everyone, are you getting 2 minions? I think so. So that's kind of like a 60% heal. All allies' health is boosted by 100 for each minion owned by allies. Strange. It's hard to understand how this works based on these 3 bullet points. I'm assuming 2 fiends on everyone gets you 2 gargoyle minions. Then you gain another one. So you've just gained 90% HP as minions. And then all allies' health is boosted by 100 for each minion owned by allies. Which would be 3. So then you're getting a 90% heal plus 300 boosted HP in that order. That's pretty damn good. Especially with damage reduced to 1 3 times. This is the absolutely broken, never before have we seen something this crazy hero. Okay. Attack 809, defense 786, HP 1414. A slow dark fighter. Okay. 4 times damage is reduced to 1. Deals 350% damage to all enemies. The less HP the caster has, the more damage they deal, up to 700%. And he's a fighter. So that means if you revive with 1 HP, that is the lowest health you can possibly have. 700% damage to everyone. There's no one that does that much damage. I think the biggest hit in the game is like 600% to 1 target. And this could be 700% to 5. So, game over. So if they revive and they have the stone skin, you can't deal damage to them. You can't kill them. And potentially they're hitting you for 700%. So that's just unbelievable. Way too strong. Way too strong. So we'll see what happens with that, but obviously quite a desirable hero, and it's unusual for a slow hero to be so desirable, but they have made slow heroes much stronger proportionally than they ever were before. Okay, so 2 epics. Kahlo, no idea how you pronounce that O. Attack 643, defense 669, HP 1319, average speed, green sorcerer, 3 times damage reduced to 1, deals 135 damage to all enemies. If no allies have fallen, deals 270% damage to all enemies. Casts the special skill of all fallen allies. That's pretty cool. One of the worst things, obviously, about a hero on your team dying is the inability to use their special skill anymore. But to have a hero that can use all of those skills, you're going to want to build this one defensively, even though they deal damage. But that's going to be absolutely incredible for tournaments. Very, very strong and unique special skill. I like that they're doing something different, and it's not just a slight increase to the damage dealt. So that's going to be one that's fun to use in many aspects of the game, which is nice when they release 4 stars like that and they're not relegated to tournament play only. Belrive. Attack 699, defense 631, HP 1260, average speed, holy rogue, 3 times reduced to 1, deals 420% damage to the target. If the target dies, the excess damage is dealt to each nearby enemy. A cool idea that I think misses the mark ultimately. A 4-star hero, 420 is pretty good. So I guess if you're looking at it from a tournament perspective, you have probably the strongest 4-star sniper in the game now, with an added bonus that if the enemy they're hitting is weak, that excess damage is going to go to the other heroes around. So in terms of just damage output, pretty good for a 4-star, though I think that's going to be one that you can only really use against 4-star heroes because the damage relative to a 5-star with higher defense it's just not going to be that good. I guess I have to give him credit for trying to do unique stuff still. But yeah, those are my thoughts on those. Soroka. Attack 512, defense 500, HP 703, average speed, blue paladin, 3 times reduced to 1. Deals 135% damage to the target, very low. Deals an additional 10% damage for each ice shield on the board, up to 235% damage in total. 235 is a freaking weak snipe at max. I guess it's nice that they reduce damage 3 times to 1, but if it was target and nearby, that would be quite good. But pretty shitty, in my opinion. You need 10 shields on the board just to do 235% damage. Like, even Bane is hitting harder than that, and everyone has that guy. Okay. Budatin. Attack 500, defense 502, HP 729, average speed, dark wizard, 3 times reduced to 1. Alters the power of all holy shields on the board. When an attacking hero casts the special, the shields become enhanced and give 37% more mana. When a defending hero casts the special, the shields become weakened and give minus 30%. That's a nice effect to have in a 3-star. It's weird that a purple hero is enhancing yellow tiles on the board. They're also inconsistent with when they say shields and tiles. I've seen them use both. Shield was their chosen nomenclature for a while, but I've seen them say tiles recently, which is interesting. Yeah, kind of odd. I guess you'd have to use a 3-2 team or something like that. And to boost some yellow mana. Well, hard to say how that will play out. I don't like these 3 stars, which is unfortunate because those are the ones you're most likely to get. So let me know what you think of these heroes below. I think it's pretty clear the 5 stars are at least very good to overpowered. So we'll see if that sticks. This is their first time in beta just today, so nerfs are, well, they call them balance adjustments when it's pre-release, are likely. We've been seeing less and less of them, so who really knows? I don't know who's driving the ship at this point. Um, but anyways, let me know your thoughts on these in the comments down below. Please hit that like button and subscribe. 2 quick clicks to help you support the channel. I really appreciate it. You've probably done so already, but if you haven't, here is your reminder. It helps out the channel, helps other people find the videos too, and I think all of us being informed is a benefit, and it's helpful to me as well. So thank you guys for doing that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.